Welcome back to Shark Talk, episode 18. I'm your host, as always, Liam Stevens. I've got a very special guest in-house, none other than Cal Powers, you stallion. Thanks for coming in, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me here. I'm pretty pumped.
Cal's been absolutely powering through this baby boy league. I mean, he's been making them look so. You came off, we'll get into a lot, obviously, native of Haddam Neck, Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
One of the strongest arms for the UMass Minutemen, representing the zoo well, and going into your senior year. So I always start in the same place right here on Martha's Vineyard. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you visited before the summer. Have you?
Nope.
First time on the island?
First time.
What were you expecting, and how has it changed? How's it different?
Yeah, I mean, I showed up. I had a lot of experience on Block Island. I was a Block Island guy for a while. Really? Yeah, it's in Rhode Island. But I was kind of trying to see how it compared. And then I got here, and I've been telling everybody it's Block Island on steroids. Just what a great spot. More people, more things to do. I mean, great beaches. Like, you really can't beat this environment in the summer, right?
No, you can't. Is there a favorite establishment you have? Favorite eatery?
Ooh, all right, eatery. I'm going to go, I've been saying it a lot, Alias.
Alias?
Is that how you say it?
All right.
That's bad.
It's better than Jaws Beach, which some of our sharks have been saying. That's a bad one. Yeah. State, obviously.
Yeah, I like Alias. Yeah, Alias is money. Yeah, people there are great. You know, sharks get a discount there, which is nice. Yep. I'd say other than that, Black Dog Cafe. You can't really beat it. Just best coffee.
There's a lot of great, obviously, spots on this island because there's so much damn money on this island.
Right.
Let's be frank. And it's a special mix-up of people because obviously you get even so many foreign workers to go along with the summer kids on top of the island kids.
Yeah.
And then obviously you get some baseball players mixed in as well.
Right. That's right.
Real quick, just touch on Russ and Danielle. What they're like in person, and just kind of give me a little 30 seconds on that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when Russ reached out about, me coming out here, my UMass coaches, I was pretty stoked, and, I talked to him a little bit over text, and, he seemed really excited to, get the season rolling. And when I got out here, it was just immediate feeling of family. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of the way to describe it, is meeting Danielle and meeting Russ. Like, the two of them are just so big on community and making sure that we all feel like we're at home here. Yes. And I think summer ball can be super hard when you're living away from home. And the way they create an environment that's so welcoming and so comforting, I mean, it's really incredible.
Yeah, and that's an experience perspective. You had two other summer experiences before this.
That's right.
Obviously, you were in the Northwoods League.
Northwoods League.
Kenosha
Kingfish.
Kenosha Kingfish.
Shout out Kenosha Kingfish.
I couldn't tell you.
Coach Aiden Worshing.
What state that was in?
It's in Wisconsin.
Okay, wow. And those bus rides, real quick, way worse than this.
I mean, I was there for a cup of coffee, bro. I was there for maybe like
6 full innings.
6 innings, 2 starts. I was there for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But I mean, what a beautiful place in the world.
Really?
Man. Yeah, great.
Never been out there, right?
Right,
Wisconsin.
That was my first time.
Boondocks, middle of nowhere.
Well, Kenosha's a nice city. Kenosha's it's just north of Chicago and just south of Milwaukee.
Wow.
So I was right on Lake Michigan. I mean, the team was great. Obviously, Coach Worshing was the man.
Yeah.
I loved it out there. Even though it was a short amount of time, I really enjoyed that experience.
Right. Well, you spent more time with Norwich
Futures
League back in 2024 after your freshman year at UMass. 18 full innings there.
Yeah.
What did you learn in that first summer ball experience?
Yeah, I mean, I was living at home. Norwich was about 45 minutes away from Haddam Neck. I was playing with my older brother, Tyrion Powers, who's a pitcher at Eastern Connecticut State. So me and him won a championship together there. I mean, that summer was great. It was just full go. You know what I mean? You're playing 5 games a week. I was getting my innings in on the mound, and I was just really learning how to pitch in college. You know what I mean? Like, the speed of the game is so different in college than it is high school. So when I came off my freshman year, I was still trying to learn the speed of the game. You know what I mean? So I went to the summer, played for a really good summer team, really good summer coach, and we kind of just went from there. Yeah,
and it teaches you how to prepare.
That's right, exactly.
Look, obviously, it's a tough schedule. It's a longer schedule, the collegiate season.
Yeah.
But it's series, right?
Yes.
You don't have to travel to a different place every single day.
Exactly.
As we know all too well.
Yeah.
What did you take into your second summer ball experience with Kenosha from the first one?
Yeah, I'd say, honestly, just learning how to, like you said, prepare. I mean, my freshman summer, I was a relief guy, and I was a relief guy in my freshman year of college. And then once I hit sophomore year, I was a starter. So when I went to Kenosha, I was starting. So I kind of had my routine down a lot better. Yeah. And I think that was kind of an accumulation of my first year of, freshman baseball with the summer involved. And then once I got to be a starter as my sophomore year, I had a good amount of experience under my belt already. And I think going into Kenosha, I knew what my body needed. I knew what I needed to feel like. I knew how every day should look from a starting perspective. So I think I kind of just learned, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's such a key part of the development stage. I mean, look, this is really one of the only leagues where players are going to be playing for free. I mean,
sure.
just in the sake of competition, it's where sports are at.
Yeah.
You use that first summer ball experience to obviously leapfrog. You went from 20 2/3 your freshman year to 72 full innings pitched your sophomore year, which is why I let it off with you being a stallion. By the way, struck out 52 that sophomore year. Then you bounced off the Kenosha summer with 84 full innings pitched, 365 batters faced. If you listen to any games he's pitched in, I've said it like 100 times. Anywho, I guess my last question is, like, what have you taken from this experience on the field with the Sharks? Obviously, you don't want to give them the scout, but just kind of what you were looking to hone in on specifically this summer.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm a big experienced guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get more time competing on the mound than everybody else that I'm playing against.
Clearly.
And I think for me, like, being able to have a year where I throw 84 innings is such a blessing. And then being able to also get the opportunity to play in a place like this, in a league like this, I'm just able to keep working. You know what I mean? Like, my compete is going up every day just because I want to keep pitching. And I think that was one of the things I wanted to work on, was get out there, face some adversity, which happened early on. And I think, you know, the more time I can see adversity, the more time I can get comfortable in it. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's been super helpful, is getting out here, getting my innings in, coaches allowing me to bump my inning count a little bit higher than I was supposed to go. And just, you know, honestly just rolling with the experience.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of exactly what I was going to make the point on. Like, you don't have to come play baseball. I mean, you're sacrificing your own time, which you obviously have a lot of hobbies. I was trying to figure out what they are outside of hanging out with his girlfriend and hiking. We'll get into hiking, and we'll get into your family also. But first, let's just close the UMass note. You're sticking it through. Obviously, a bit of a dying breed, unfortunately, in collegiate athletics, especially baseball. You're looking to stay with one school your entire career. Shout out the Minutemen once again. Just kind of what went into that decision, how you've seen the program improve, and how you believe in the squad for next year.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, take it back to high school, like, they're the team that believed in me. You know what I mean? The team I commit to.
When did they offer?
I offered my junior year. Okay. Yeah, and I committed my junior year too. So I was an early commit. I was second commit in my class. I think from day one it was like, I'm living close to home. I'm an hour away from UMass. The coaching staff just knows what they need from me in terms of development and what they want from me. And they also believed, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, was UMass the greatest program when I was coming out of high school? They weren't. But my goal was to go to a place and leave it better than I found it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I think, like, sticking around is definitely for some guys. Transferring is also for some other guys. Like, I understand why guys enter the transfer portal.
Right.
But for me, I think loyalty was such a big piece in, like, my 4-year decision of, I want to be here. I want to help the program as much as I can. I want to try and lead as best as I can. And I want to, give the coaches all the credit for giving me the opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? Because without them, I'd be nothing. So.
Absolutely. And the head coach, Max Weir, is 26 years old. We were talking about a little
young,
bit.
Yeah, I think 26, 27, 28.
How have you seen, like, I mean, I don't know him at all. I don't know his persona, but how is he able to find success as a young guy?
I mean, at the end of the day, he knows what he's doing. I think he has a really clear vision in terms of what the program needs, what we need to do to get better from year to year. I think he's just super clear cut on this is what we need as a program. And I think that's kind of been able to, shine through from the communication piece. Like, he's so open with us. Like, he talks to us almost every day. I mean, I was on the phone with him just before we came in here to record. Like, we talk almost daily. And he does that with so many guys on the team. Right. Like, he's just always someone we can reach out to, someone we can talk to. And at the end of the day, like, he just knows. He knows what the program needs, so we're in a good spot.
And obviously not extremely oppressive over you. I want to go skipper to skipper. Peyton Fuller. I'd be shocked if you had a more relaxed, easygoing coach. Have you ever than Peyton Fuller? I mean, a guy who is certainly a character. His diet is insane, but he's from Mobile, Alabama. Comes from a actually long line of baseball legend. His dad is a baseball legend, and knows baseball IQ. I mean, I kind of want to draw the parallel because he comes in after last summer, and it's a very clear pitching approach. 2 innings. If you're not like a starter, right? You've gotten the liberty to go 3, which you've done every single time, I might add. But just kind of what you've seen from Skip, how would you describe him to the
I mean,
fans?
just an awesome guy. At the end of the day, like what a coach. I mean, he's super. Again, like, I think being open and honest with your players is so big as a coach, and I think a lot of coaches can learn from that.
Yes.
I think he is so great with that. Like, he's able to build that player-coach relationship that a lot of people can really thrive off of, especially in summer ball. So great communicator. And when it's time to get nitty gritty with the baseball stuff, like he could turn it on, and he can really tell us when we need to fix something and get something else right. You know what I mean? So I think that's a big part of it. Is even though he's laid back and it comes across as laid back, he's ready to turn it on and coach us when we need to, which is great.
And if you're not playing, he'll waste no time sitting you. I mean, remember that spirited speech after Vermont when we were up in Montpelier. We were not losing that game to Keene, I'll tell you that much. 18 hits on their stupid ass. Cal also pitched in that game. Let's get into your game log real quick on the summer. Obviously, 5 appearances, 3 full innings each time, pitching the tune of a 2.4 ERA, struck out 20. What's been working, and has anything not been working?
Honestly, I think like what's been working so far is just like getting the opportunity to go compete. I mean, I'm super big on just being appreciative of every opportunity, and that's helped me honestly perform. You know what I mean? When you bring gratitude and appreciation to each outing, it's a lot easier to perform to the best of my ability. So, I mean, even the games I've had a tough time with, I've been able to kind of minimize. And I think that's kind of the name of the game right now. Is even when I'm not feeling my best, go out there, compete, and enjoy my time. You know what I mean?
I mean, the best pitchers, obviously, you have throwers, you have pitchers. The best pitchers are the ones that work through at bat or a base hit. I mean, Chase Kick last year was the best pitcher in the league, and he would be pissed to all hell when he'd allow base hit, but then it's in one ear, out the other.
Exactly.
Obviously, not to bring up a low light, but I remember Jamie Z took you deep.
He did.
At Mystic at home.
Smashed the ball off me.
I think that was like the second batter of the game, third batter of the game.
Definitely was.
And you just responded right back, didn't allow another hit that start. What has kind of that mentality, how have you matured on the bump, and what was that arc like? Because, look, the spotlight's on you in baseball when you're on the bump. Like, if you make a mistake, it's just going to be brought out more and more. The pressure just increases. So do you seek that thrill? Do you like it? And how have you learned to adapt your mentality on the fly?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, the name of the game is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. So in my eyes, like, if I can create some moments of adversity, and instead of looking at it as adversity, look at it as an opportunity, then I think that's where I kind of can grow as a pitcher.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, like, again, I've been given so much opportunity in my college career so far before I'm a senior, and my coaches have allowed me to, continue to, work, and even when I fail, they continue to roll me out there. So I think that's the nice part about it is, it's a very hard game, like, obviously, but I've been able, I've been blessed enough to have chances where even when things aren't going my way, I'm able to look at it as an opportunity just to, bounce back after, a rough outing or a rough inning or a rough out even. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of just working through adversity.
How long did it take you to develop that? I mean, you weren't always that way, I assume.
Yeah, in my high school career, I had a lot of problems with the mental side of the game. Yeah. Like, really, really tough. I was just super, like, externally motivated, looking for conference awards, looking for state awards, looking for stuff that, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Yeah. Like looking for velo, looking for college coaches to help me and all this stuff. And I think that was the true turning point was like my junior spring going to my senior year. I started to really work on the mental side of the game and focus on what I really needed to focus on, which was the internal stuff. Like why do I love the game? Why am I passionate about it? How can I look at things that don't go my way as opportunity, as a privilege? Yes. And I think that's really changed my mindset. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, the game's fleeting. My career's fleeting. Unfortunately. Like, I'm getting close to the end, you know what I mean? Like, whether I like it or not. And I think a lot of guys can learn from that. Like, if I can look at that and say the end is near, then the more I can appreciate every single game. You know what I mean?
Yes, such a fresh perspective.
For sure.
Motto that was echoed throughout a lot of the guys last year was free adversity.
I love that.
Whenever, and it's pretty much exactly what
I've heard that.
Said.
Yeah.
When did you first pick up a baseball and really start to love the game?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I probably picked one up in, like, I think T-ball, but I didn't necessarily fall in love with it until I'd say like minors and majors and little league. Yeah. Like, that was the age. So I'd say probably second grade, third grade, I really started to play it a lot. Okay. And I had older brothers who had played it, so I was around them.
My next question. Yeah, you're the youngest of 4 brothers. Well, you're the youngest of 5.
Youngest of 5. That's
you're
right.
You're the 5th.
Yeah.
What was that like growing up? Obviously, a somewhat sizable age gap, with the oldest brother being 21 years older.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. Sorry for the not accurate. Whatever. What has that taught you? I mean, look, you got a wide age gap, and I'm sure they were beating up on you all throughout your time. I mean, you're the run of the litter.
I mean, definitely the run of the litter. I mean, I think I'm gonna be completely real. Having 4 brothers is one of the greatest things I've ever had in my life. It's such a cool thing to have and cool thing to say. I mean, I love my brothers more than anything. They're my closest friends at the end of the day. Yes. I talk to them more than I talk to anybody probably. But yeah, definitely we had some fights over basketball and baseball and football outside in the yard. But I mean, that made me better as honestly as a competitor here. Do you know what I mean? Like in college baseball, it's kind of shown through that, you know, I've had a lot to compete in my life just because I've grown up with 4 older brothers that were all much better than me at sports because they're so much older than me
and so much stronger.
Exactly. So you get all that, and then it kind of grows into, you know, this compete and, you know, little edge in my own competition. So.
Yeah. Well, in a family of athletes, the youngest is always supposed to be the best, obviously, because they have to work through using skill to beat, physical traits.
It's a good point. Yeah, I've never thought about it.
But think about it. I mean, look, you're a very resilient pitcher. I mean, you didn't go below 5 innings in 13 appearances this year. I hope that's right. So, anywho, that's really all the pertinent questions I want to get to. No injury. So I usually talk about the return from injury, but you take care of your body, man.
Take care of my body.
I see the process. I mean, we were at Mystic. Obviously, you're opening up the hips. You're even doing some throws on the run.
Yeah, throws on the run. Yeah.
Which is like, obviously guys would go to the crow hop or whatever.
Yeah.
From there. How much pride do you take in the process?
Yeah, I mean, the process is everything. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I think every player is nothing without their process. So, I mean, I think over time it's just developing it and trying to find what works for me. I try not to look super outward on what other people are doing with their process. At the end of the day, we're at a point now in our college careers. Most of the guys that, you know, are playing at this level, we know what works for us. You know what I mean? I get a lot of help from our strength coach at school and our trainer at school. I'm with them, you know, meeting with them almost every couple of weeks in the school year and talking to them about what I need to do. And we carve out a really strict process at the end of the day. Every day after a start is super laid out. It's you know,
because it's like a spa day in the MLB. I'm now learning after a start. Not the same quite in college.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. For me, I try and keep that pretty consistent. Just the day after a start, I try and go super light. But I kind of know what works for my body at this point, and I've been blessed to not have any injuries. So
yeah, well, hopefully.
Yeah, knock on wood, right?
I mean, Alex Grant last night, he was been money so far this summer, and first thing I said is, he hasn't allowed a run.
Oh, there you go.
Obviously, he got slapped around, and we walked 11 runners. That was an awful showing last night. But, hey, you got to lose at some point. The Sharks went 16-4 in the month of June.
Sharks are still hot.
We are rolling, baby.
Don't count them out.
It's a damn shame Cal Powers won't be here to see us hoist that trophy.
I know.
Worst comes to worst, we'll send you videos. You'll be there in spirit.
Love it.
But, look, I mean, a guy that did not have to come here this summer, really just chasing competition. I mean, you love the game, and you love improving. Obviously, we can get to some more personal notes, but I want to talk about MV Sharks Lover really quick, who is actually producing this very podcast. Mr. Lover, you have a mic. You want to say something?
I'm just happy to be here, and go Sharks.
Yeah, and Cal, obviously, first summer on the island, first summer with the team, but very familiar with MV Sharks Lover, and called him a legend as you walked in.
Walking legend.
You don't see that type of impact come on teams from outside sources, and especially as an unknown guy.
Yes.
What was the funniest post that you saw? Can you pinpoint one?
So far, I mean, recently he had a post. I'm not going to talk about who it was about, obviously, because that's not the kind of person I am. But he had a post after a game where we won, and we were, kind of handed a win. The way some of the guys were playing in the other squad, and MV Sharks Lover was coming off hot, sitting in the crowd, and we saw a post. Yeah, we saw a post after the game, and we were like, "Ooh, all right, MV Sharks Lover's coming in." I love it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's great for the fans and the community of Martha's Vineyard to have someone like that, where, even though it's it can be pretty straight up sometimes and ruthless. That's the nature of the game sometimes in sport. You know what I mean? I kind of love that. He's holding other teams accountable.
He is.
At the end of the day,
it's part of the
Sharks Lover is holding other teams accountable.
Just to give some background on that specific outing, obviously won't mention the name, but a pitcher, he gave us the ball.
Cooper Waddle.
Okay.
Wow.
We're gonna have to cut that. Now I'm just gonna have to edit that.
Please
cut
that.
But anywho, he goes, "You are ass" on the story. So ruthless stuff. But Mr. Lover coming off a very impressive first summer.
Yes.
Excited to see what you can do in this month of July, but nothing matters until we hoist that championship.
That's right. That's right.
I know it's summer baseball, but that last August
we're trying to win.
I mean, look, you're up 7 runs with 2 outs, and you get a routine pop fly. Anywho, what else should we talk about? This is your range. Usually I kind of let the guests kind of take over. Towards the end, I let them have the floor. But any other topics, any questions you got from me about
honestly,
the island, about the Sharks?
I'd like to ask, like, what are you? I mean, you guys are both two people that have probably been coming out here for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're from the Philly area, but like, you're a Martha's Vineyard native at this point.
Yeah.
East Chop native.
Attaboy.
I will say, like, what's your favorite stuff to do around the island? Like, I mean, eating spots. Like, what do you got? I mean, you guys know more than I do.
Yeah. So just a quick background: Mr. Lover, his family bought a house in 2004, I believe, on East Shop. Something like that. So he's been coming here summers, which privileged, obviously. And my parents or my family goes back a while.
Yeah.
My grandfather built the house in 1954. Obviously, my dad now lives here, so getting closer to being a local. Favorite thing to do: disc golf, brother.
Disc golf.
If we can find some time, it's close to the field. It's free.
With those ticks, though, I don't know about being in the woods.
And obviously, people are afraid of the ticks. We'll get some repellent.
I'm afraid of the ticks.
All you gotta do is pick them off.
I'm afraid of the ticks.
Can I tell you a secret? I mean, we're on minute 35 at this point.
Okay.
Found a Lone Star tick on my crown jewels the other day. It was right in smack dab in the middle. And then the next morning,
can we throw that in the podcast?
Probably my fault, because I slept outside until the sun rose on my hammock.
Ooh,
but I was in Mocha Mott's, which is
great spot,
perfect segment.
Good coffee.
Maybe the only morning breakfast spot. I was there at 6 a.m. today. I picked off a Lone Star tick, which is the scary one because that'll give you alpha gal.
Alpha gal syndrome. That's
Can't
right.
eat red meat.
That's right.
And they're hard to kill. You can't squeeze them.
Yeah,
so I was trying to rip this little thing's leg off in the coffee shop, and to no avail. So that's my little random story time. Anywho, you got any or Spence, Mr. Lover? Wow, did not just reveal the name.
Blur that out.
Yeah, we can cut that too.
Favorite spots?
It's got to be Winston's Kitchen, right by our market in OB.
Okay.
Or if I'm feeling like a nice little takeout dinner, I'll go Lookout Tavern, get the chicken club there.
I've heard good things. Haven't been, but have heard great things.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to get into.
Really?
It's always packed this time of the year, but
I can imagine.
This week is brutal.
That's what I heard, and I'm also starting to feel the effects of it.
Yes.
Traffic on the way is just. I mean, traffic is brutal.
It's cooked. And where you're living in
Tisbury,
right? So not a drive. Pretty much as far as you can get on this island. Any last notes on just the uniqueness of this place, like just kind of how you've loved it or anything?
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I've been super grateful to be here. Like Martha's Vineyard's like an amazing place. It's known, annually as one of the best summer destinations in the country. Obviously, I mean, you're surrounded by, beautiful ocean. You're in the Martha's, you're in Massachusetts Bay, like all this stuff. Like it's incredible.
Yeah.
I just say like I'm super happy to be here. I'm sad to go soon, but I will obviously be staying up to date with all the Sharks. I'll be keeping up with Sharks Lover over there. I'm really excited to see what this team does. I mean, we have such a great squad this year. Great coaching, great people all around. The community feel we have, and it really feels like a college team that we got. You know what I mean?
I don't know how I'm supposed to lead this organization. I mean, it is the most family-friendly environment.
Seriously.
Obviously, lead the league in attendance.
Yes.
I'm sad that I can't talk to Coach Weir about getting you back here for August because we could definitely use a couple of innings. What was the last question that I was going to ask, as it always escapes my mind? Appreciate you taking the time, though, Cal. What a month of June you had for the Martha's Vineyard Sharks. Hopefully,
I appreciate that.
You come back to the island.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely will be sure to come back. I mean, what a great spot.
If
It's
you need a bed, obviously,
let's go.
I got
I'll be at East Chop.
Hiking. Last thing I want to get to. There are a couple
go.
good spots. Hopefully I can get a couple to you before you leave. We've got a couple days.
Yeah.
And then last question before I'll let you give one last message. Get the hell out of here because I've been holding you. Anywho, favorite position player that has impressed you so far this summer for the Sharks? I asked a couple guys on the broadcast yesterday.
Good question.
3 people said Jackson Taylor. 1 said Jackson Roper. Ben Waterman said Griffin Crane.
Okay.
All understandable, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, the position group has been ridiculously good this year.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great crop of guys we have. They've just been doing incredible things at the plate, really helping us out as pitchers, to be honest. I'd probably go with – this is tough. I might second Jackson Taylor. I just think, I mean, right now, like, he's obviously, his batting average is through the roof, I heard.
389, 6th in the league.
Ridiculous, 6th in the league batting average. I mean, just the way he approaches the game, like, it's just super even keel, like, never too high, never too low. It's kind of the way I'm trying to get myself, on the mound. And I think he's young. He's young. These young guys. But, I mean, again, like, all across the board, Roper, Taylor, Kevin Hall Jr. in the outfield, I mean, ridiculously good.
Any pitchers that stuck out?
Yeah, pitchers that stuck out. before he left, my boy Serene Sarr.
Oh my God!
I mean, nasty
Gonna
arm.
murder the ACC.
He's going to be nasty this year in the ACC. I'm pumped to watch him. I'd say Ben Waterman has been having a great year. He's been shoving. He's really fun to talk to you about pitching too.
Yes.
I mean, across the board, great staff. We've been doing a good job right now, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well,
awesome.
Last note. Anything else you want to shout out? Anybody you want to shout out? Shout out all 4 older brothers. Shout out the girlfriend.
Shout out the brothers. Shout out my girlfriend. Shout out my family. I'll see you guys soon.
Family, see y'all soon. Unfortunately, that's a wrap.
Let's go.
MP Sharks
Love it,
Lover.
guys. Thanks, Sharks Lover.
Appreciate
Thank you, Liam.
Yeah,
the
bro.
GOATs.
This was fun, man.
Yes,
Obviously,
sir.
we'll be back.
Yes, sir.
That's a wrap. Episode 18 in the books. Peace. Fins up.
Fins up.